So right now I think this will be a good time to get some more paddocks, because we do have some. I want to see how many can we fit in. We can only fit in 2 next to each other. That's a bit sad. No, if we moved all the way over, we might be able to fit in 3 in one of these. Because we can easily fit 3 downwards. Of course, we have to get this in between for the inputs. That does take a bit more room. You can do 6 in one cell. That is also completely fine. Let's do that for now. 6. Do the same over here, having a setup of 6. Or can you fit in more over here because you don't take as much room? It is 1 smaller, so that actually means you might be able to fit in 1 more in these ones. Now we'll go with the same, just to keep it consistent. I know I have to align it a bit better, but other than that, it's not that bad. Paddock. 1, 2 rook paddocks, so we have that running at least. Then I might just have 1 producing animals, and then the rest producing the rest of what we need. Because that way we always have a surplus, but have more of the other ones. Let's see here, I want to get you out. Maybe have 2 producing animals for now. Then the rest will just produce whatever we need. So the top ones can be producing animals, maybe. What if we do something like this? So that way we'll just need to do you, you, and you. To have a nice simple setup for this. And then the rest will just be, I'm guessing, these. Unless we can do one that's better. Oh, it's only 80% chance, that's why. And you can produce the cocoons we need for different things around the base. Yeah, I think that will work very nicely. H. Oh, and get this one right there. So that is looking very nice. Just need some animals. Those are slowly being produced over here. I now want to steal from here just for a sec and put them in here to make more animals. Then we'll just let this run again. Over here we do have... Oh, these are producing at an insane rate. Something feels very wrong. Oh wait, the craft speed might be much better. The crafting speed 2. 0.6. That's why these are so much faster. Don't complain about it. I want more of my little hits to be born. Does that mean I can fill in all of these now, pretty much? Let's see here. That's all of you. And I kind of want to move this one up there. And then these will just be producing manure at a nice speed. You'll go back to being manure producing. Means I can move this one and that one. And I can move this up here instead. And that is fine. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good setup to have some animals being produced. And the rest will just kinda produce manure. Because that way we'll have the things flowing that we need. We'll get animals made that can slowly but surely produce all the manure we need in the world. There we are. Oh, Dura aluminium. I'm guessing we're missing aluminium for that, because right now coal gas is completely stopped. So one way I've thought about fixing that solution, because right now the reason why we're out of coal gas is pretty much because these are not running. Because yeah, we're not using any coke. So I kind of want to change what's it called, or at least one of our steam engines for now, to use the coke to get oh, stop that. This process up and running again. This process right here, because that is pretty much holding us back quite heavily. And it is one of the very good ways to get the coal gas, because it goes through an entire process. So I think that might be the best way to do it. Don't know if we do it on both of our power plants, but at least one of these for now will be a good way to solve it. And I think coke has a better burn value anyway. So hopefully this can work. And hopefully this doesn't do something bad in terms of power generation in the future. For now at least, it's what we're gonna try and do. Let's get all of you out, please. Deposit it into different things. The gasifier. Is that from, yeah, that's from tar, I'm guessing. But I'm using all my tar at the moment. So, I kind of want to wait until then. Or at least I have to go find more tar. If I get more tar than I can consume, I think I'm doing it up here already, making the gas. But yeah, we're not producing it. We can make tar from stone. That's, oh yeah, I've completely forgotten about that. That might actually not be a bad idea to go that way. Well, that's actually a lot of tar from... oh, and we get tailings as well. Huh. That is a pretty good recipe, this one. Maybe I should set up a system like that just to get things going. I'll still consume a bit of the coke right here. Just for now. To get the other process going, since I might as well. Exactly. I have the next slide up and running already. I think we have it over here. So that process I have going. But I need to increase the speed quite a bit as well. Yeah, this should mean we get a lot more coal gas. Let's see if we run into issues with a power supply. Maybe I'll have to change this one back. Or to be honest, I want to shift over to a combustion down here as well. Because we do have combustion fuel being made. Though it's made from coal gas at the moment. But that shouldn't be too bad if we just take a ton of stone and convert it into tar. And from there into other things. And stone we have a ton of. That could be a nice loop. Just doing stone to tar to coal gas to combustion. Then fueling with that. I think that could be a nice loop. If that thing is if possible to make. Oh well, we'll check it out. Might actually not be a bad thing to do. So things are slowly flowing through. All of these should have kicked off. Oh, not this one. This one is lacking things as well. Coal gas should be starting again. So we also have aluminium over here. I kind of want to get removed. So let's just do... You're fine. Remove you. And we can remove you. And let's just get that removed, to be honest. Can I do it like this? You. Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. But that should start up the process again with the coke. That should give us a bit of output of different fluids here. But coal gas is completely filled. Barrels can't get in fast enough. So that is a stupid reason why this can't keep up. Let's do that just to give it a bit of increase. So that is fine. Let's keep looking a bit more at our animals for now. That is kind of where we have been going for now, and I kind of want to make sure that we don't forget them. A rook slowly being made, a bit too slowly for my taste. Yeah, hold your horses. I will fix you. There we are. So that's double inputs right now. Let's see the rook right there. There's 2 more, so you can slowly produce even more of what we need. You'll get into gear in just a little bit. And over here you are slowly getting delivered. That should be fine. Manure needs things out. That gives us the manure for that one. And then this can just slowly produce as it wants at the moment. Yeah, ton of manure. That should activate other things. Means liquid manure should be produced right here. That goes in, manure out. That means more of this. Yeah, so we can leave that process alone. It should not be any issue at the moment. Go and a few more ox. Perfect, and the rest are full down this way. So now we just have a bit of a surplus of orcs, but that is good enough. So what is the next thing we're looking for? We have all the things we need for this one. Right now we're lacking a throughput issue. A lot of it stems from the lack of aluminum and tar. So getting it from stone, like you said, Blackwise, might not be a bad place to start. So also just want a few local radars. Oh, it's right there under industry items. We get this one over here illuminated a small amount so we can actually see what's going on. So there we are. Ooh. Yeah, it's just you down here that's missing. Boards, the boards are missing up here. That is missing urea. Yeah, so it's all the urea that's holding us back. But luckily we have solved that by the manure is getting made. That should at least start this process up again. Good. So we can leave that and go look at a stone. We have quite a lot of stone here, so it might be a good idea just to set up the production up here for tar from stone. Because we have a ton of things out we also need. And also things we need to manage is probably what I should say instead. So let's see here. Right here we have some stone. We could transport it by air, or we could just transport it by belt over to an adjacent cell where we have it. But yeah, we have enough stone. Let's just set this up for now. We'll fix it in case something starts to lag. But since it's just destructive, that's gonna mate that one. 1 in, 2 fluids out, plus a few other things that we'll have to manage afterwards. So let's see here. Should I set it so it only runs if we are low on barrels? So it always takes from our depots over here first. So maybe only if we're lower than like 500 tar barrels it will run, and over that it will not. I kind of like to do limits like that to make sure that we don't overproduce things when it's not needed. Pump. Yeah, for the water. That'll give us our water in. Doing this in case I want to expand it out in a little while. 2, 3, you can stay right there instead. Then we'll have tailings out. That's going to be used for a ton of things around the base, so that is perfect. These filled tailings. And also remember to get the barrels in to sort all of this. Making it expandable downwards, we'll have to give it... Oh, we have 2 things out. Also have this one as well. Could we not just do it? Let's do this instead then. Go all the way over here. You'll be tar instead, and then 1, 2, 3 right here. We'll have the tailings. Oh, that's a bit annoying because I want both out here. So let's do this instead. Here, and you'll go there. Jump, 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 jump. There, and you can jump to here and that way. I think that will work quite nice in terms of getting all of this hooked up correctly. I could have taken it from right here, but as I know I will be expanding it down, I kind of want to have it set up in a way where it's modular downwards. Otherwise I will be in serious trouble when trying to hook this up in the future. I think this will be fine. Can we just move you to the corner to see how much room we have to work with? And kill the robots. That means we will need double barrels out. Yeah, that should be good. So you're barreling tar, that's perfect. We'll limit you to only run if tar barrels are less than 500. With less than 500, you'll start to output tar barrels as fast as possible. This one will always run, since tar should be the limiting thing here, since that is the one thing I mostly want at the moment. Maybe we'll change it in the future, but we'll see. Then we need stone in. How fast we need stone in? 50 every 2 seconds. That means even if we use 2 of these, we'll need... We actually need 2 mini loaders in with stone. But since we load dual aluminium, we can't do that right now, so we'll have to upgrade these in the future. So we'll do 1, 2 in, which needs to be upgraded at some point. Or stone. That is a lot of stone. That's fine. And do we have an output? We have double outputs. And should we just hook it up to 1 chest, these 2? Yeah, it's just a byproduct. It's fine getting it into 1 chest. At least for now it is. I might change my change it in the future, but for now at least this should give us what we need. Right there. Should we expand it down a few more times? How many can we fit right here? We can fit in 4. That's very nice. So let's go with this. That will give us, what's it called? 4 outputs for tar, limited to chests. So that should solve all of our tar needs for now, up to 500. That's good. Tailings going out as well. That is being used right away somewhere in the system, so that is completely fine. And they can both keep up. Can the barrels keep up? Yeah, we're just missing things in storage. That's the only reason why we are lacking things. So hopefully I can keep up. Let's get it to 100 instead. Just to make sure we have enough. So here we are. That is a very nice tar setup. Barrels can't keep up at all. Gets out 5 times as much, so maybe, just maybe doing this would not be a bad idea. So we have double input for tar. Could in theory just upgrade it to faster belts. But right now we're missing aluminium, which is holding us back a bit. You're done. You're done. I can take that part away so the beeping stops. Where's it? Oh, it's right there. You're still not running that fast. It's just because of the throughput. So let's fix that very easily. Coal gas. Please request 200 instead, because we have in storage. But this one down here is just not getting it fast enough because of the way the robots work. That's a very nice way to get stuff like this solved, and that should give us more aluminium, or aluminum even. And in theory, we probably need to set up 1 more of these somewhere else. Can I not just do this and say, please put 1 right here. We have a very nice setup I want to clear out anyway. Yeah, like that. That should most definitely give us more of what we need. And we'll have to do this as well. Let's copy this one. This one supplies right here with workers. It's always nice that we can stamp things around the base like this, because if we had to run all the way to over here, that would take forever to do. So having the robots to help us out is extremely helpful in this case. That means we'll get the aluminum again. That means that that should hopefully get solved. Coal gas is still missing a bit, but at least now we have a way of making it from tar if this setup can't keep up. A good way to check that is just right here. Coal gas. Consuming 14k, making 12. Tank up to 20 if you wanted to. But since these are filled up, we are not requesting that many at the moment. So setting up just a simple one to do it with the gasifier might actually not be a bad idea. Just to get the things flowing. Getting this, not that recipe, sorry. This recipe up and running. Don't we have, I think, oh, never mind, we already have that. We have it right here. Flue gas is full, we are outputting. Oh, it's a lack of barrels. Well, whoop-to-do. The only thing we need is barrels, so there's actually no need to do that much more in terms of trying to expand this out. Right now, our little barrel factory is chugging along. Not that fast, but we are getting barrels. So the rest should be fine. Glassware. Are you not getting what we need? You have all the things you need in terms of tar. Is getting it in fast enough? Could get in twice as fast because I actually have the speed to output it that fast, but let's just remove you for a second. And to be honest, we can do this to increase the speed. That should increase this by twofold. Otherwise, they're still having power both of them, so that should be good this way. It gives 100, that gets 100. Means this will run non-stop. But to be honest, we should just give it a different fluid in. Because I think, if I'm correct, some other things should be better. To refine syngas should actually be a lot better to do. And the rest... Oh, we have syngas, it's twice coal gas. That might actually not be a bad way to do it. That's a way... Oh, that's way better doing this setup. Let's go and solve that. Or we should just set up a new glass area instead. Oh, but now it's running full speed. But I kind of want to use syngas instead. Because I have a way of transferring between these two now. So pretty much changing these into 100% syngas might actually be the best solution. So how are you looking here? You're also looking fine. Because then we can use the coal gas for something else. Ooh, so many things we have to solve, but luckily we are getting closer and closer all the time. Fine. You have what you need, you're just filling up. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Oh god, this old setup was so bad. You are full, that's completely fine. So time to change things out with syngas. I think it's right here. So let's just do that. What if we just do... Please stop all of you. I'll place down some new one in just a second. Get all this fluid burned off, and then we should be able to just go with the same one for both of them. You'll instead be syngas. But that should have better fuel value as well. At 400. And syngas we should be producing quite heavily up here, so that shouldn't be anything holding us back in that regard. And that gives us more tar back anyway, so that should be a... Is that going to be a very good loop? It seems like a good loop, this one. Because 50 gives us 30 back. And you can make... Yeah, it's a pretty good ratio just running these two. It's not something that can run indefinitely, but with a small supply from our oil fields, it should be quite good. So let's hook up syngas instead. You can go away for now. Same right here. Ooh, this is such a bad setup. Kind of want to change this into something that's a bit better. Well, we need barrels in. Gonna be the syngas. That's gonna flow into this one, into that one, but also into this one. So just move you up here, it should be fine. But it's not... I want to get rid of all of this. I want to make this from scratch. I'm not that overly fond of this setup. I've had it for quite a while, so it might actually not be a bad time to redesign this a bit. And to be honest, let's do this to make it expandable both ways when we, in due time, completely cover this lake. So I want to do that instead. Make it look good. Also means it can maybe move it a bit closer to each other. Glass, 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 and rubber. Let's see, you'll want 2 items in, 1 out. So we'll do 1, 2, 1 out. And over here we'll just take from the same one. I think something like this might actually be a good way to do it. Hey Phil. Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. Can we just hook up this one for glass, this one for the output, input. We'll need 1 over here. That's fine. And you are right here. Limiting you to glass 500. They call glassware. Glassware 500. That should be good. That means we should be able to request in glass. Just get 500 and you'll have rubber. Right here. I actually completely forgot to check if we have a better recipe now that this has been solved. You can go there and you can just get that little one. Oh, and now we need an output for you. Oh, we have room. Good. So right there, you'll of course be petri dish instead. Petri dish 500. There we are. We just need the syngas in. Please request 230 of syngas. That is the best one we can do at the moment. And let's see if this doesn't work a bit better. Huh. Can't find the glass if we do it in here. Well, I should be able to find it here maybe. Guess not. Glassware. Do have this one we can use in theory if you wanted to. Boron peroxide, I think we have it. But you do need an upgrade for this one. There we are. Might be a bit overkill having this much in storage, but at least make this run full speed. Oh, that's what's wrong. Right there. That is a much better production than we had before. So this I'm actually quite happy about that we got this fixed. We have the syngas that's being produced, or used, and we have our entire loop up here producing more as we need. I'm quite pleased with that, to be honest. 26, that means this is working as well. You are filling this up as fast as humanly possible. And then we just need to hook up these to get it in a bit faster, because it seems glass might be holding us back. And we are starting to get Dura again. And I think we tested this... Oh hey Hippo. Welcome to stream. It's going very, very well. Let's see if this is still something that works. If we take one of these that have 15 items per second, puts it right here, it can easily throw in these items through one that takes 3.5 per second. I think we talked about it last stream as well, and I think it's something with many loader mod, but it's probably something that should be changed. But until it is, I'm very much using it, because it is a very, very nice way of doing it. So that is our glass setup, or one of the things we had to expand out. Could increase some of the other things as well, but for now... Oh, did that just eat through all of our syngas? Holy moly. Things goes quite fast once in a while. Please take this. There you are. So at least now syngas is what we're lacking. That is slowly being produced up here. If nothing is blocking it, nothing is. So that is good. We can leave it. We should be moving along very nicely.